Madam President, I'd like to shift topics and speak briefly in opposition to the confirmation of Fred Hochberg to continue as Chairman and President of the Export-Import Bank. By confirming Mr. Hochberg, we would perpetuate the existence of an organization whose sole purpose is to dispense corporate welfare and political privileges to well-connected special interests. The Export-Import Bank, or EXIM, as it's commonly known, is an example of everything that's wrong with Washington today. It is big government serving the interests of big corporations at the expense of individuals, families, and small businesses throughout America. I'm, of course, not alone in this view. I have good company. In 2008, while campaigning for the office of President of the United States, then-Senator Barack Obama referred to EXIM as, quote, little more than a fund for corporate welfare, close quote. And so it is. After all, in fiscal year 2012, $12.2 billion of EXIM's $14.7 billion in loan guarantees went to a single company, one company. Madam President, our free enterprise system may not be perfect, but it is fair. Crony capitalism, which is promoted by the Export-Import Bank, is neither. Abraham Lincoln once said that the leading object of government was to, quote, lift artificial weights from all shoulders, to clear the paths of laudable pursuit for all, to afford all an unfettered start and a fair chance in the race of life, close quote. Crony capitalism is the opposite of this noble vision. It lays on artificial weights, obstructs paths of laudable pursuit, and makes the race of life fettered and unfair. We may have honest disagreements about when and whether and to what extent and what circumstances it's a good idea for the government to redistribute wealth from the rich and give it to the poor. But can't we all agree that it's always a bad idea to redistribute wealth from the poor and the middle class and give it to large corporations? The saddest part is that it isn't even clear that the bank actually helps U.S. firms to outperform their foreign competitors. EXIM's convoluted financing has been accused of pricing at least one U.S. airline out of being able to compete with foreign firms, and at least one court has agreed. Cronyism is a cancer. It undermines public trust in our economy and in our political system. Ordinary Americans who have the gnawing sense that the game seems rigged against them, unfortunately, have good reason to feel that way. It's not the free market that serves the middlemen at the expense of the middle class. It's the crony cartels of big government, big business, and big special interests conspiring against the American dream, helping each other to American taxpayers' money. The EXIM Bank is part of this graft. I urge all of my colleagues to join me in opposing this nominee and the crony capitalist organization that he leads. Thank you, Madam President.